Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on new Envira farm. This is a new Brazilian mod map out by Natto Play, 209.82 megabytes to download. The map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with the main farm area, Field 1, and the verges, the periphery, which is actually farmland 17, is 0. So all of this around the outside can be purchased for nothing. If we click back on there, you'll see that we've got a few different sell points and bits and bobs on there, but all of the plots that have got sell points on are purchasable as well. That makes a big difference with regard to placeables and things like that. Field prices and plot prices, most of the, well, yeah, I suppose maybe 2/3 of the map is forest. All up here, and you've got small plots from 33 grand, 37, that one down there's only 26, up to a very large plot there at 242 grand. So if you want to do a bit of forestry and you just want to get started and build your way up, or you just want to give it a go, you haven't got to spend, you know, millions buying big plots of forestry. You can buy it in small plots, which is quite handy. We start up here at the main farm. We're not going to go up into the woodland. I'll do a quick, we'll whiz in and have a quick look, and then we'll come down and we'll go around the map and have a look. We start here at the main farm. Slot count on all 3 game modes is 1024. I got that slot count down to 842 by removing all the start vehicles and removing all the buildings, which can be all removed as well. There are 7 required mods which downloaded automatically. On top of that, in addition to, there are no other mods put in by the map maker. All the ones in build mode are all, if we go down to sheds and we scroll across, they're all the required mods that are put in both, so nothing has been added in by the map maker on top. No vehicles or anything on top of that either. So at the main farm area here, we do start with a dog and dog kennel. Phantom. I've just fed Phantom, so should be coming. There you go. Brazilian flag flying. We do also start with a large photovoltaic cell. We've got the large solar panel just there. We've got a farmhouse. If we come into the farmhouse, we have our sleep trigger just in there. We have our wardrobe trigger just in here. Outdoor entertaining barbecue grill area, and our pickup. So we'll jump in that. We'll go to the gate and we'll head out. There are, well, it's weird actually, on the description it says black bean and millet have been added in as extra crop types. If we go to our map again, right hand side, if we go across on crop types, black bean is the only one that's showing. Millet's not showing on there at all. It's not showing in the prices menu either. Now if we go into our vehicles menu and we go down to our seeders, see the seeders there, all put black bean in, and so do the planters. So seeders or planters, doesn't matter. For black bean, that's absolutely fine, and for harvesting, it's regular headers for doing your black bean harvesting. So that's the extra crop that's been thrown in. It does say about collectibles as well. I'll be honest, I haven't come across one. It says there are 20. Could be cassettes, could be cheeses, various different things off and around the map. But like I said, I haven't come across one yet. Often you find one sort of around the start area, but I haven't seen one. It's a big map. A lot of it's forest, so there could be loads about all over the place. Right, from here, we're going to whiz up to the silo, which is just here. 300,000 litre silo. This is one of the required mods as well. I think this is a multi-fruit, if I remember correctly. Fairly large silo. In and out is all done inside the building, but plenty of room around it. We've got this plot here. Now, we do own this plot of land. There are 3 medium greenhouses on here, but we don't own the greenhouses. So whilst we do own the plot of land, we don't own the greenhouses. So they need to be purchased separately. If you want to buy a greenhouse, you can. You need to own them before you can sell them. So if you want to get rid of them and put something else on there, you can, but you need to own them first. In removing buildings and things, all the fencing, I managed to remove all the fencing around the farm, around this enclosure, and up the main road, which you'll see in a moment. Also the main road, the sort of entryway. This building I couldn't remove. Not sure why. It just wouldn't let me. So 3 medium greenhouses. We're always up to the sheds where our start machinery is located. Which is all just here. Workshop trigger, just to the side there, and a jet wash there. With this red mud, you can imagine when it gets sort of wet and boggy monsoon season, you imagine that's going to get on everything, isn't it? But anyway, I digress. 10,000 litre fuel tank, which can be filled up from this end in various different degrees. We've got a Bura trailer, Fent with front loader gear. We've got a Bradale spreader, harvester, header, planter, plough and cultivator, front loader bucket, fertiliser spreader. Then round in here we have a lorry and trailer. So from here it's how do I put this without, I mean, as far as I know, this is the map maker's first map, I think. I'm trying to think. Natto player, I don't remember the name from any other map tools. This fencing as well is what I was saying about. This fencing can be removed as well, because I'm pretty sure this ranch gates was part of the required mods as well, I think. It might be part of the Brazilian fences pack, I can't remember now. So if we just turn down here, this will take us to... I tell you what I do like, as I was driving around, there's a lot of little areas like this where it looks like it has been pouring with rain. You've got these big sort of big puddles all over the place. It's a nice touch, just a little bit of immersion. Anyway, what I was going to say was, it's always difficult when you're going around a map. If it's a person's first map, like I've said before, I'm not a map maker, I'm not a mod maker. I applaud any modder, any map maker for doing what they do, because I wouldn't know where to begin. I honestly wouldn't know where to start. So most of the forest is pretty much like this, similar sort of trees, nicely spaced out, so the top half of the map and down the two sides is a forestry. It's a little bit clunky in places, I will say that. Not horrendously so, but a little bit, and it, as you go around you'll see it. It's not, it's not hidden. It's, I'm not going out of my way to find things to be picky about, but you'll see as you go around. So we're heading south now, past the fields, of which we own that one just to the left there, up on the slope. Yeah, bits like this. I like it. It's a nice detail. It's actually quite deep, to be fair. So there are cows and chickens on the map. I'll say that. You'll see in a little while. When I said it's a little, yeah, I think it'll get an update. We have cows here. Now this plot here is plot 9, I think it is. 250 cows can be put on here, but we don't start with this. We don't own it. That being said, we can, if we want to. It will let us buy animals, put them on. But if we come to the map, you will see we are here. Plot 9 we don't own. It's not expensive. 21,498 to buy it. So not expensive at all. With our water trigger, it does require water, this one. Water, feed, straw. A slurry point over there. And our milk point. Close that. There's another little plot, plot 10, just a little bit further along, which is the silage clamp. Now, I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming by the fact you've got to buy the plot of land separately, although the silage clamp is there, whether or not you'd be able to use it, have access to it. I mean, potentially you have. It might be if you want to remove it, you need to buy the land, but silage clamp just tucked away here. And we shall continue. Yeah, it does. It looks like they've had some proper rain. The ground, some of the Brazilian maps, the red is very red, very light. This has got a real dark sort of look to it, which gives that feeling, It's cool. Carrying on. Over the bridge and over the river. we're going to take a left just here. So our first set of sell points and productions. So just in front of us, and this is an interesting one, we have got the, what was it? The South Valley Biomass Energy sell point. We've got the sawmill and we've got carpentry. So we've got a few different, the sawmill and the carpentry are both productions, just over there. But this one, the biomass, I think the biomass does take wood as well, yeah. If we go to here and we go and look at our prices, where are we? There we go. Go down till we get to wood. So there you go. South Valley Biomass Energy takes, what else does it take? Straw, a few different bits and bobs here and there. So wood, straw, biomass energy, so it's all kind of linked into one building, so they are sort of separated. Biomass energy there, sell point, sawmill just there, carpentry just there. What we're going to do is go around the outside of this. So we could go back out to the main road, come back on the main road, but this will be the sort of the quickest way, sort of route round. What we're going to do is cut down the side of here. Just for the sake of speed. Now, interestingly, we've just come from sawmill and carpentry. We've got a second carpentry just here. We turn in here to this large facility. We've got the oil mill just there, and then we've got the power plant sell point just over here. Now this top section here is blocked in. You have to kind of follow the route round, but you can get down the side of it here and round the other side. If you go around past the oil mill, you can get up round the side of it here. So if we go back to the map, I'll show you what I mean. So we're now currently here. So we started the main farm. I came up along there to the cows and the silage plant which was there, down along there and here to the biomass sell point, sawmill, carpentry. We come down the side, carpentry there, that was the oil mill, and we're here at the power plant. So this entire plot can be purchased. Again, not too expensive, 64,738. Now this whole section up here has got like a big slurry pond and some facility and stuff on it. But nothing else. There's no sell point or anything up here. But the fact you can purchase this bit of land, and the fact that this is open to the side as well, you can put a track in, you could add in sell points, production chains, things like that. I like that as an option. These barriers, you know, I thought initially that the barriers blocked the whole thing off so you couldn't get to it, and you can't remove those like fencing. So I wasn't sure how that was going to pan out, but because you can get up the side and because you can buy the entire plot, you can then add in some stuff up there, which I think that's a nice touch. You know, put a slurry buy point, or you know, a production centre or something up there. So I say this is all closed in round here, but if you go in round past the oil mill, which you can do around the back, you can go up the side up there as well. So a few options available for that. Let's sell point for the power plant. We have the bakery, just there. The gas station, just here. Around behind that, we've got the biogas plant. This is actually, I say, it's pretty cool. It's not expensive at all. So we come back out from there and come along here. Round behind the back of here is plot 18. Plot 18 is only 6,615. That's all. Buy that plot, do that and that, and you've got your biogas plant. Cheap as chips. And you'd also go onto there, start with some silage already in here. So it is already running. Turn those off, turn that back on. Got a little bit of digestate. So yeah, for under 7 grand, you've got a biogas plant, good to go. Happy days. Oops. From there, past the dairy on the right hand side. Yep, carry on here. And we come to the vehicle shop and workshop. Vehicle shop menu is just there. Workshop is over here. This is also the reset point for the map. Just there. Across the way, we've got the animal dealer, and we've got an animal dealer sell point. So I think it's livestock market and animals, I think it says, but livestock market is just there. And then your sell point, which is usually for bales and things like that at the livestock markets, is just there. Again, all these plots can be purchased. So if you want to go down the route, I tend to find I like doing it on maps. Depends how you're going to be doing your muck spreading and stuff. At the animal dealers, it's nice to put in points where you can buy things. So there's a point where you can buy manure, there's a point where you can buy slurry. Putting those down at an animal dealer makes it more, it adds that immersion and realism to it. You can go to the livestock market where they've got loads of livestock, they've got a surplus of manure and slurry, and you can go and buy it. But a lot of them, you can't buy the land. So on maps where you can, just gives you that ability to add that in if you want to. Right, from here, we shall continue. We've got another sell point. Just along here, which is the supermarket, which is that one there. So just around the back of there is the supermarket. There are a few other buildings you can put sell points around. I mean, you look at all the land around it. It's all pretty flat down this bottom section as well. So as far as placeables and things go, and you know, productions, you shouldn't have a problem. So we've got two sell points here. We are at bales and grains. Now this kind of splits. If you go around to the right that way, or this way. If we come all the way around the back here. Again, all this can be purchased, so you can, you know, I don't think you can remove the buildings, but there's plenty of room. Got the sell point here. This was the grains, and then bales. If you took that first fork to the right when we came in here, it's just there. So that's two sell points just here. I'll pay for the damages, don't worry. Come across the road. And turn in just here. Oh, I've just remembered I forgot to do something. It's alright. Do it in a moment. Come all the way down to here into the quarry area. Quarry area's got a debris crusher, and it says on the map, it says limestone, but it's lime. It's got a lime buy point just here. But again, if you want to go down the sort of a full quarry route, if we go back to our map again, we are now along here. You can buy that plot as well. So if you want to spend some time when you're setting your map up, especially if you're doing multiplayer for friends and stuff, you could bring a load of rock and pile rock and stuff up, or pile lime and stuff up, and have it as a more of a quarry. It's a little bit trickier to do. I don't think we can remove the fencing from here. But you can put it up around the sides, and you know, you can put a ramp up to it, or landscape, or come in from the other side. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to head back to the livestock market to show you something in a moment. It's actually quite late. I said when I did my mod review, I said I'll get onto this tomorrow. I came back out to the cave. It's quite late, so what I might do is finish it off tomorrow morning, and then get it posted, I think. It is now Thursday morning, and I'm quite distressed. You may well have already posted, you might have already commented. I'm going to post the video anyway, because I've taken the time to make it, so we'll post it. It may come up in a little while. I think the map's been removed from the Modhub. Might just be to get an update, I'm not sure, because what I was going to show you now, like I said, you know, it's a little bit clunky here and there, but like there are a lot of positives to it, which I've been talking about, you know. in the previous bit of recording. That's what I was talking about. The one thing on here that's a bit bizarro is here we've got our chicken pasture out by the river. I couldn't find anything for it at all. I went all over the place. I went into aerial mode. I went all over the map looking for the little triggers and icons and stuff. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I thought, I know what I'll do. And I came here. Go to chicken pasture. It's there. The chicken pasture is there. So what I did was went onto there, clicked on that, did that, and buy. It's a pen that will hold 60 chickens. They have been purchased. So I then did the same thing. I thought, right, brilliant. I'll go up. I'll go around the map. Once I find where there are chickens on the ground, I'll know where it is, because potentially it's not where it says it is. But this is where it went really bizarre. I'll show you, but like I said, I was going to say it's probably going to get an update, and then like I say, I got up this morning to finish off the map tour, and it's not in the Modhub, so potentially come over the top of here, and just down here, on this lovely area here, and if you look on the map bottom left, the little blue disc, the blue icon, is about here. I went everywhere. I went across the river. I thought, well, maybe the icon's just in the wrong place. We've had maps before where that's happened. Maybe it's over at the main farm. I went all over the place. Nope, couldn't find anything. Now, I don't know what made me do this. I have no idea why I did this, but I suddenly thought, oh, and I looked up. I'll zoom in, but that to me looks like a chicken pasture with lots of chickens running around. Now, I don't have a telehandler long enough to feed them, and when they lay their eggs it could be quite dangerous on the ground, but I think that's the chicken pasture. So like I say, I think it'll probably get an update. Other than that, I quite like it. It's, you know, and like I say, if it's the map maker's first map, it's a nice map with some nice features. Like I say, having it all available to buy, and the fact, you know, I do like a map that gives you scope to add into it. Maps that have everything already and they're so tightly packed and there's so much stuff on them that it gives you no scope to then make it your own. Whilst the maps can be fantastic, I like that ability to be able to tweak things and change things. So maps that give you the ability to add to, I like that. It's cool. Anyway, that's the map. New Envira farm by Natto Play. Hopefully at some point it will come back to the Modhub. Like I say, probably just needs a little bit of a tweak here and there, and it will return. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.